What up? In this video, we're talking about another altcoin, NKN, and we're going to be talking about more of the trading that I see and the trading potential that there has been with the coin, and since it's been added to Coinbase Pro, because on my channel I want to focus more on the trading parts of things and less on the technical and review of the project. So let me know if you like that little change of focusing more on the trading parts of things. So let's dive right into it. All right, so we're looking at NKN on CoinMarketCap, and we could see that it's trading at 23.5 cents right now, and it's ranked number 163. It's got a market cap of 165 million, and it is trading on a few exchanges like Coinbase and Binance and a bunch of other ones. So looking at the charts, we can see it's had a pretty phenomenal run just in the past few months. Went from around 4 cents all the way up to $1.60 or $1.50. And we just saw most of this happened after they got listed on Coinbase and Coinbase Pro. Once that happened, we saw it go from like 20 cents all the way up to $1.50. And I think that this coin has a lot of trading potential. We see a lot of volatility with it, and it's a lot lower market cap, so that means it has a lot more room to grow. When it's a lower market cap, that just means that the potential is a lot higher. Like when there's a coin that's in the billions of market cap, the chances of it doing a double or a triple are a lot less likely than for a coin like this with $160 million market cap to do a double or triple. So I did a lot of research with this coin just to see, since it was added to Coinbase, I wanted to check to see how many times it moved certain percentages. Went through each of these candles and checked to see how big of a move it was and if it was 10% or more. Since April, in 3 months, we've seen 78 10% or more candles, which is just crazy. And then I did the same thing for 20% or more candles. Went through all of them, and there was 34 of those candles. And then I did the exact same thing for 30% move. Went through all of those, and there was 9. Same with 40%. Went through all of them, and there was 5. And then 50% or more, there was only 3 of them. And when I was looking through all of this, you could just see how crazy of the run-up it had. So this is like when it was listed on, when it was announced that they were adding it to Coinbase. I think it was on this day where it went from like 18 cents up to 23 or 25 cents. And then it kind of chilled, and then again, after it first got added, it had this big spike all the way up to 35 cents or so, and then it just continued to, had a little correction, and then it just continued to rally, go higher, went down, had a little dip, a little correction, went even higher, and even higher all the way up to $1.54. On CoinMarketCap, you can't really see the highs because it doesn't really show the exact price. Like right here it says $1.31, but that's not what it went to on Coinbase. On TradingView, you can actually see the price of where it went up to. So the high was $1.54. And now by looking at all these candles and seeing all these 10% moves, that's basically exactly what my strategy is. I'm shooting for a 10 to 20% move whenever I see fit and just trading a percentage of my portfolio. So let's say, for example, we have NKN and it does a 10% move. What I would do is I would sell 10% of what I'm holding. So let's say I had $100 and it goes up 10%. Now I'm at $110. I would sell 10% of that, which would be $11, and I'd wait for it to come back down to the price where I bought, and I would buy the difference. And so I'd basically secure the $1 that I made and get an extra dollar. So now instead of being at $100, I'd be at $101. So that basically is 10% times 10% is an extra 1%. So if you did that multiple times, every time it had a 10% move, that really will start to add to your portfolio. And that's basically what I'm teaching in my course and everything that I do as a trader. And with this coin, in the past 2 months, it's done 78 of these moves. And so if you traded these, of course you're not going to be able to hit every single one perfectly, but you would make 78% on your portfolio, on your NKN. So your NKN portfolio would be 78% bigger. And if you did that with all these other moves, with the 20% and the 30% and the 40%, 50%, that would just increase it even more. So 20%, instead of making about 1%, you're making 2%. So 34 times 2% is 68%. So now you have another 68%. So we're going to add that on. 146%, or so 3% times 9, so that's another 0.27. 40%, so 4% times 5, so plus another 0.2. And then 50% times 3, or 5% times 3, is another 0.15. So by trading like this, just in 2 months, the potential of your portfolio could literally grow. Your NKN portfolio could literally triple, go up by 208% in about 2 to 3 months. That's just crazy, and that's just the power of trading like this. Now, of course, people are probably thinking, well, what if it just keeps going up and it doesn't come back down like these times? Well, you would still be adding on to it with these trades. As it goes up 10%, you're going to still hit some of them. So if it does continue to go up, then you're just taking those profits, and you still didn't sell very much. You've only sold about 10% of the portfolio. So that leaves you with another 90%. And every time you sell, it's a little bit less and less and less, and you're just taking more and more profits off the table. This is something that will just increase your portfolio very consistently and help you really grow off of each coin and off of each trade that you add onto it. And so this is something that I do with every coin that I'm holding. I'm willing to sell some as it goes up 10 or 20% and make a little bit off of each of these moves. Yeah, even if you're starting with $100 and you're only making $1 per trade because of this way I trade, 208%, that would be $208. So in 2 months, you've gone from $100 to $308. And that's just if the price stayed at the same. But that would be an increase in your portfolio size, is that 208%. So if the price was up 5 times, then you're really up 15 times. So this is just the power of trading like this and the compound that you're growing off of itself. So NKN, I think, has a ton of potential. Being this low at 23 cents, I think it can easily go back up to the $1 or $1.50 range. It'll, of course, take time, but I think even better is to focus on the little trades that you can do here and there, because these 10% moves are happening all the time. And even 3 days ago, there was a trade from 21 cents all the way up to almost 25 cents. So you could just sell a little bit right there and then buy back in at the 21 or 20 cents. And you could see that happen consistently with a lot of these coins, and that's what I teach. So for NKN, my buy-in price, I would advise between the 20 and the 25 cent range as a pretty good price to get it, and to just be taking profits as you see and be consistent with your trades. Make sure that you're following the same thing over and over and over again. Don't change up your strategy constantly, or don't not stick with it just because you're hoping for a little bit more. Stay with what you've been doing and be consistent with it, and that'll really help to increase your portfolio size. So yeah, that covers NKN. Make sure to check out my recent videos on Fourth, and make sure you drop a like on this video if it's been helpful to you. And remember, as always, guys, to keep it in the green.